start every morning with something I already missed, making my bed. But my boyfriend sleeps a lot later than me. Can anyone else relate? So I kind of like feel unsettled when I'm in Sweden when I wake up, because it's automatic. So I did her skincare, didn't make the bed, and then I'm this person. I lay my outfits out. I don't know how some of you don't get up and chug water, because you just spent 8 hours not drinking water. I'm so thirsty in the morning. Katrina, good morning, go drink some water. Speaking of hydration. Another morning routine part I swear by, but hurdle, is sun viewing. So in my ideal morning routine, in the first 30 minutes, I'm getting sunlight. I am a big nerd about your sleep cycle. I didn't realize how important it is till I live between Canada and Sweden. So I'm back and forth, so jet lag, and just timing my sleep has been a game changer. And that involves a lot of time in the light. So right when I wake up, sunlight. I like to go on a walk when the sun is setting, and then after 10 p.m., no screens. Living in Scandinavia and Canada means living in darkness and cold. But to substitute it in the wintertime, you could get one of those fancy lights, but honestly, everyone says get off your phone. I do quite the opposite. I go brightness, boom, as bright as possible, turn on all of these lights. I just make sure to go on stuff that's really inspirational, and my newest game changer, iPad. Business expense.
Oh, have you met entrepreneur?
I've been saving up to finally have one of these because I've been someone who's disorganized for so long. I've got notes on my phone. I love to write. I love journaling every morning. It was everywhere, and I felt so chaotic. And then I was like, you know what? This keeps it all in one place. I still get to write. My whole life is online. Like all my work. So as much as I want it on pen and paper, I was always doing double duty because I would have to write it in my phone and then on here and then, but now we do this. I'll show you what I do. I start off with breaking my day into my 8 non-negotiables. So that's first, my workout. So something that involves strengthening and lengthening. Then number 2, movement outside. Number 3, it's creating light. Number 4, an outfit that would involve me showing up as my best self. 5 is nourishing my body. 6 is rejuvenation. So that's my skin and hair. 7 is recovery. That's things like sleep, massage, and cold exposure. 8 is connecting with others. So I start off with just writing one thing I have to do in each of these 8 non-negotiables. Because in my opinion, for me personally, I'm not saying these should be your 8 non-negotiables. You can have 7, you can have 8, you can have 9. Just for me, if I do one thing in each of these categories every single day, it's a successful day for me. That is me showing up as the best version of myself. That is going to align with my goals. So it's something I heard someone do once, and I think they actually had 9. And I just found if I do these every day, I feel so fulfilled. There's other things I have to do in my day. So I'll write out the 8 non-negotiables, and then I'll add 2 to 3 tasks at the end. Sometimes it's more, but in an ideal life, it would just be 2 to 3 after that. Then I have some free space where I put brainstorming. These are kind of just coming up with ideas, and that's just nice to really reflect on what's the most important thing for me to accomplish during the day. Okay, and now run. So if you saw, I did a 30-day running challenge, and I haven't broken the streak, but now I'm trying to be a bit more logical. The first 30 days, I was like, just run every day. See how you feel in the morning. Don't follow any program. So now it's kind of a modified program to run a 10K, but it's 2 medium runs a week, 1 long run, 2 to 3 more sprint intervals that aren't that long distance, just working on speed, and then 1 rest day, which is like flush the system, run 200, 300 meters. Today is one of the sprint ones, so I'm just gonna do about 5 to 8, 80% speed sprints. to 4 times a week, I normally do resistance training. My goals for weight training, resistance training is more so posture imbalances, performance. The stronger I am, the more explosive I can be because I am more on a running kick. Lately, I've just been doing circuits, a lot of APT mobility stuff. APT, anterior pelvic tilt, stretches out your abs. This means you naturally have a weak core and glutes, so I'm constantly working on it because you don't want to stand like this, you want to stand neutral. So I'm just gonna do a circuit for that and then some stretching. I have a whole gymnastics series if you want to know more about my stretching routines. Ooh, but speaking of weight training, KK Twins, it launched last Friday, so I hope some things are still available, but if you wanted, go take a peek. It is just let's just take a moment and admire this color palette, like the rusted orange and the neutral and like, oh, chef kiss. Leaving behind in 2021 is working out for six-pack. We're working out for core stability. Time for a cold shower. Now, time to do my makeup and let my hair air dry. For the sole purpose is I still haven't gotten around to buying a hair dryer in Sweden. So I'd run you guys through my makeup routine, but I have absolutely no expertise. For skincare, Drunk Elephant has served me well over the years and I love it. That's also not available in Sweden, so I'm also using SkinCeuticals. But my holy grails, anti-pollution drops from Drunk Elephant, and then Bare Minimal Oils Complex Rescue, which is like a tinted moisturizer SPF. And most days, when you see me without makeup, I do have these two products on. And so that would be my normal, but then we're gonna do my YouTube. And it's one of these bad boys for like foundation-esque. I've got these YSL stick things. Put the bright one under my eyes. People who don't have to conceal under their eyes, how can you be so normal? What's it like not to have crippling anxiety? And then this one for digits. I don't really know what I'm doing, but you know. Picked up a few tricks from makeup artists throughout the years, and I probably butcher them all. Are you soothed by the Xbox playing in the background? Are you even allowed to show your makeup routine on YouTube if you don't show one Charlotte Tilbury product? I think it's just like in the Constitution. Is there anyone out there capable of putting mascara on without I am squeezing every last bit of this. Unreal. Necessarily, I don't know. I ran out in Sweden. These are my 3 gold jewelries I never take off, and then my Aurora ring. These bad boys aren't solid gold, so I don't sleep and shower with them. Now, as my hair dries, I'm gonna do some computer work. Also, the cold shower is part of a challenge, so I will explain why I'm doing that later on. 12:30, I haven't eaten a meal. Technically, I didn't film this because after my run, I went on a walk, didn't have my camera. I grabbed one of these, best protein bar ever. So I'm never a true intermittent faster, but I eat really late at night. So we have usually a big meal at night. So I wake up not hungry, and I have kind of divided my life lately into 3 phases throughout the day, just to optimize my energy, but I'm not really strict on it. But when I get up is when I want to do like hard work. So that's when I do my workouts, runs, and really laborious mental things. So whether it be editing a video or coming up with a script or just like stuff that's very mentally tasking, I do fasted. Usually I find I have a lot of mental clarity. Your body naturally, you wake up with cortisol, adrenaline, in a good way. It gets you moving. And I'd rather, while my body is naturally producing those kind of hormones, do the hard tasks versus later on, like 2 o'clock to 8 for me is when naturally your body starts releasing serotonin. So that's when I want to dip into more like creative things. So that's when I do music and work on my DJ sets. So a lot of days in the morning, I just maybe quickly grab a bar, an apple, some fruit, some nuts, just kind of a little snack. And it's just really focusing on work, and I get into a really good flow really easily. And then after, which we'll go do around 12 to 2, I go and have a big meal, because after that meal I'm just like, oh, chill, and kind of like zombie mode for a little bit. And that's what works for me. And something I've really worked on in the last year and really want to continue working on is just because I have a set routine doesn't mean it's optimal. I find for myself at least, having routines keeps me consistent. When I'm consistently doing something, that is the best way to get towards your goals. You don't have to rely on motivation. You just kind of show up every day to do it. But there's a point of diminishing return sometimes when you're doing something and you're not being productive, but it's just because you've told yourself. So a great example would be if I woke up starving. This happened last Thursday. I remember I had a video to edit and I went on a run and all this, and we weren't gonna go to lunch till like 2, and I was getting no work done. I was just like, I'm so out of it. So I stopped when it had a big meal. I just needed the calories, went on. So I'm not super strict about it. So that's usually how my Monday through Fridays go. Weekends are completely different. So if you guys want me to do like a weekend morning routine or an evening routine, let me know.
Mamma mia!
Sweets just randomly breaking out into How do you break the silence? Mamma mia! Here I go again! Papa, how can I resist you?
I'm defeated.
We need to get you food. Is that a symptom of Omicron?
That's a symptom of a broken man.
Also, I think one of my favorite things about not eating breakfast before noon is then you just get to call it brunch, and then every day you eat brunch. And if that's not the life you want to live, we could just beg to differ. If you're in Sweden, holy greens. Oh my God. We got the Caesar, that's superior. It's got oat rice buried under this mess somewhere, chicken, the best Caesar dressing. Oh my God. And then double avocado, but that would kill me. And we end the morning routine how I'd normally like to start my morning, with making my bed. And there's my routine that has helped make me the most productive, focused, highest energy version of myself. Your morning routine does not have to be pretty, but if making it pretty helps you romanticize your life and you enjoy your everyday, I'm here for it. I personally love routines despite the chaotic energy I am. Also, for my morning routine, I'm realizing it is 2 o'clock and I'm ending this. I don't really have a morning routine as much as I have I got this from Andrew Huberman and it just resonated with me so much. Phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Phase 1 is action and implementation. So it's just doing the hard things. Go, 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 go. And then I shift into phase 2, which I will be jumping into, and that will be a lot of more creativity. So I'm going to be working on music. I have scripts. I have just general planning and stuff like that. Stuff that I can just sit and enjoy. Just think like journaling, meditation, yoga. And then phase 3 is all about returning back to where it started. For next week's video, could you comment down below your current thoughts? I know it's going to come out of left field. Of weight loss goals, the diet industry, and just kind of losing weight in general, and how it's changed over the years and the current state it is in. If you've ever been thinking, be like, you had a thought about the weight loss industry, just people wanting to lose weight as a goal, New Year's resolutions, all that in the diet industry, comment down below and you'll see why in the next upcoming video. But thank you for tuning in. Like always, hope you guys have a fabulous day. Go pet a dog. Love you. Bye.